Hey, Benjamin, this is Brian Thomas. I just wanted to go over a couple of questions you did with dividing uh, positive, negative numbers. Just look at number one. Your work kind of shows that when you have this 10 divided by 5, it looks like what you did is you kind of multiplied the top by 1 and you multiplied the bottom by 2. Uh, Again, to create an equivalent fraction, you have to multiply the numerator and denominator by the same value. So I'm not really understanding why you multiply the top by 1 and the bottom by 2. And then you had this turn into 10 over 10. And then you had the answer turn out to be 2. But 10 divided by 10 is 1. That does not equal 2. Now, the correct thinking on this, like I said, your answer is correct, but I'm not really following where your logic is there. But 10 divided by 5 basically means, how many 5s does it take to get 10? So you basically look at this as a multiplication problem this way. 5 times what gives me 10 would be 2. So it takes 2 5s to give me 10. So 10 divided by 5 turns into just 2. So we really don't need this. We just need just straight up division, like 10 divided by 2 is 2. Multiplying the top by 1 and multiplying the bottom by 2 doesn't really make any sense to say 10 over 10, and you're saying that 10 over 10 is equal to 2. So the answer is 2, but 10 over 10 does not equal 2. That's what I was getting at. On this next example here, you kind of did very similar. You multiplied the top by -1 and the bottom by 2, and you turned this into -24 over 24. Again, a negative times negative is actually a positive 24. So that doesn't make sense that you're saying a negative times a negative is a negative. A negative times a negative is actually a positive 24. And again, -24 over 24, that does not equal -2. All you really need to be doing on this problem is -24 divided by 12 basically is how many 12s does it take to get -24? In other words, what can you multiply a 12 by to get a -24? And that would be a -2. Because we do know that a negative times a positive is a negative, and we do know that 12 times 2 is -24, so that would check out. So really, these don't really have a whole lot of work unless you're going to use like long division, something like that. But yeah, the answer is -2, but I'm just a little concerned that this reasoning is going to take you down the wrong road. So just be careful that this really isn't good reasoning, but even though it does give you the right answer. So I just want to share a few of those. And again, if you want to watch my videos on some of this, I think I can clarify that more there too. So hope you have a good day, and hope to see you next week.